Good evening. My name is Dawn Saukstelis, and I am the teacher of the Adult Living course. A little bit about me. I received my bachelor's degree from Northern Illinois University in Family and Consumer Science Education, and I went on to receive a master's degree from Roosevelt University in school counseling. I started my teaching at LT in 2001, and I am currently in my 27th year of teaching, which seems like so much to me. It's hard for me to even believe I've been teaching 27 years already, but it's definitely something I love and look forward to many more years of, hopefully in person. The Adult Living course is a one-semester course for juniors and seniors, and the basic idea of this course is that we want to help students prepare to maintain successful relationships and live independent lives upon graduation. Really, adult living. So some of the areas of study include communication, self-concepts, goals, values, decision-making, coping with stress, conflict resolutions, relationships, marriage. So it's really a course that dives into a lot of different topics. So one of the first things we did was I assigned a soundtrack of my life, where they were given the task of compiling 6 songs that give us a glimpse into what makes them who they are. I explained that this wasn't to be their favorite songs, but instead songs that have lyrics that show us something that mold them into who they are. I have been absolutely blown away by their willingness to share and really open up about who they are. I thought it was a great way to connect with them in an environment where I can't simply sit down and talk to each student, and I've been really excited about what they've shared so far. The units of study, we are currently in morals and values, and some of that soundtrack was linked to that. Some of them was, what are your values, going into your soundtrack. We will then get into decision making and the process of making important decisions, communication, conflict resolution and stress management. Then we'll get into relationships, including dating and dating violence, engagement and marriage, family dynamics, then things like divorce and aging, and we will end out the semester with meal preparation. So not sure how that's going to look yet in this virtual environment, but we will get there. Throughout our different units, they will be responsible for journaling, on a variety of topics. And those topics will relate to what we are currently discussing. These journal entries are designed to help them reflect on their learning, really dive deeper into what they feel about it, and really help aid them in preparation for quizzes and tests by journaling. The grading practices are as follows: 2 types of grades, formative and summative. Formative grades are not calculated into their final grade. Those are things like homework assignments, journal entries, and then any practice. So like when we get to meal preparation, they might practice before their final project with it. And then summative, majority of this class, the summative is tests and quizzes, but there will be a couple of projects after practicing that they will have as a way to help for those students whose testing anxiety might come into play, or testing might not be their biggest strength. All right, we also talked about Zoom etiquette, and really sometimes it can be a struggle. I know they're not excited about being on camera so long, but we do need their cameras on, preferably not the ceiling or the wall, or I tend to get a lot of this, in the Zoom camera. As you can imagine, it's hard to connect with students when they're not even on the camera. So I have explained to them that I understand when students have to leave for a moment or might have something going on where they can't have their Zoom camera on. But I just tell them, hey, you know what? Send me an email, private message me, let me know what's going on. And I also expect that they participate in discussions. Sometimes I'll put them into breakout rooms to discuss with smaller groups, and with the hopes that with smaller groups, you're more willing to share, and maybe some of those anxieties go away from that large group setting. But I do really think it's important that everyone be involved in those discussions. That's really all I have to share for today. My email is dsaukstelis@lths.net. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have or just discuss some concerns. Let me know if there's anything you need, and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching tonight, and I hope you have a wonderful evening.